see it pop up. This has been the problem. Hasn't been working. There we go. That's a spicy meatball. See? That's good. I usually wait till there's like 2-3 people in there until I start any music or anything. See, like, you know what I mean? Trick to the trades.
A lot of people probably at work.
Hello?
As well.
Well, you know something, brother. The big man upstairs, he moves mountains, dude. And in 7 days and 7 nights, he created the heaven and the earth, brother. And on the 8th day, dude, he created Hulkamania.
What you're listening to right now is something that should be illegal in all 32 states. Don't speak yet, fucker. You're my guest. What's going on, everybody? Yeah. I like it. That's new, right? How new is that?
Like a week ago, came out.
That's right. We got my homeboy, Van. What is up, bro?
What up?
Yo, give me some knuckles. Don't leave me hanging on my own fucking podcast here, bro.
Right.
AKA Black Hesher, AKA Big Shem, AKA the Crimson Host. The Crimson Toast, they call him. I don't know.
I'm fucking
DJ Spud McKenzie.
not feeling too well today, but I'm good enough to do this.
Hell yeah,
So,
bro.
It's fucking. I'm just gonna drink until I feel better. That's my motto.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you coming all the way from San Diego to make it here, man. You couldn't make it Friday night. There was a delay with management. We couldn't get you. Couldn't get you here. You know, there's something wrong with catering or something like that.
Right.
But I'm thinking what I'm hearing. Oh yeah, man.
So what's going on, man?
Chilling, bro. We're gonna act like we didn't talk for.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's all good.
That's good way.
What's going on, everybody? Good to have you here this afternoon. We got a guest today, the one and only Black Hesher that we've been talking about for a while. You've been hearing his music, and if you like the intro, what you heard, go ahead and click the link below. That'll take you directly to the main page, right? That's your website where everyone can find your merch, music. Cultmusic.com, everybody. And yeah, you ain't gotta buy nothing, but you know, support in any way you
There's so
can,
much free stuff on there too. Like
Everything's
that.
free, yeah.
That what you're hearing right now is actually free. I put out a free
Right.
bunch of remixes and stuff, you know. But yeah, you know, send a picture of your mom. You can send a telegram. Any way you want to support.
Send pictures of your mom through the mail though. Like we don't
Like old school. Like you gotta
Old
take a
school.
Polaroid of your mom, send it.
Yeah. Because like we don't want that internet, that electric trail. There's too much fucking. You could ruin your life with an electric
dude.
trail.
Fucking, that's true. Anybody who wants to follow my trail, good for them. It's like a funny episode of a terrible show. I don't know.
No, you know what I mean. Though.
Yeah,
like,
but
you send a dick pic through the mail.
bro, one
without
time
a return to sender.
the
You know?
DMV sent me copies of my own dick pics back in the mail.
No.
Yeah, I thought it was a ticket. It was just pictures of my penis that I guess they found.
Yeah.
And I don't even care they get the pictures. I was just wondering how the DMV just got my new address because I had moved. You know.
They could just identify you. They're like, hey
Right.
man, you've been
Right, well,
sending so many. The FBI has been on our
The
case.
fucking I think I got a splinter. What is that? Like because everywhere in California they get the camera things. They're everywhere.
Oh, the
And
eye in the sky.
like so, a lot of times I'm fucking up. Like I'll be driving somewhere, and you know how it's like out there is like just everything is more lanes. You know what I mean? So they'll have like the shit that's like turning left, and I won't be paying attention. So that thing will pop green, and I'll always like jump, and then have to pull back because I don't want to trigger the fucking.
Yeah.
Because I'm seeing the other light because I'm not paying attention.
So you'll get a ticket for no reason.
Well, I've not
No.
gotten one ticket out there, surprisingly, since I drive like fucking Steve McQueen.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a terrible driver.
Yeah.
I just fucking whip around. But
I don't think it's. You probably drive considerably better than people out here, though.
probably.
You know, because if you're getting the name Masshole out here,
Right.
Which
But you know
you're
what's weird, too,
familiar
is
with, you know?
that in a couple months, my birthday is when I have to renew my license.
Yeah.
So now, like, officially, like, I have to change it in out there, and I'll no longer have the mass license. And I kind of, like, have some feelings over that, honestly, because, like, just having it, that's, like, the last part of me that's like, all right, you're officially here.
You're a
that's
resident,
it.
bro.
Yeah.
Trust, man.
Well, I'm already a resident, like, officially
Of
there,
course, but you haven't had to get a new license.
yeah, for, like, 4 or 5 years. And now it's finally coming up in the time, and just like, oh, man.
Yep.
And the other part of me is, like, lazy, because if I live back here, I could just, like, do it online and get it in the mail. And, like, out there, I have to go redo, like, at least I think the written test or something.
I had to do the written test. I failed it in Ventura, man. So when
I wouldn't doubt it.
when my Massachusetts license expired, you know me, how I procrastinated, but no one gave a shit, and I didn't have a car.
Bro.
So I never had to renew it until one job I needed to. So I needed a California license, and I remember I needed a social. I needed all this shit, and I had nothing. So I don't know. I just remember it being a nightmare out there to get it, and they took my Massachusetts license. They wouldn't let me keep it as like a memento.
Yeah,
Kind
kind
of thing. So I get what you're saying about like fuck.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, I should be able to pass the test and that. I don't know.
It's lame. They got like 65 questions or something on there.
I remember
failed it
when
the
I
first
got
time.
my license. It was like some old, like, fucking retired state trooper.
Oh,
and he
really?
got in the car and he looked at me and he just like, I was like, oh man, this dude's definitely gonna fail me, because I think I failed like the first time I did. I did fucking parallel parking behind the fucking DMV in Brockton.
Right.
Perfectly, like it was in an 80s movie. Like I was like, blah, 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 perfect in between the cones. He was like, you forgot to put on your signal, and failed me. I was like, really, bro?
Yeah.
And he was like a black dude too, so I was like, yeah, this dude's black, I'm passing. No. So this crazy old school white state trooper, I was taking the test again, I think in Taunton, and he gets out, we pull out from where it is, we drive around the block. He's not asking me to do anything. He's like, pull over. I was like, all right. And then he was like, look at that, the symbol of the car. I think I was driving a Celica at the time. He was like, all right, line up the symbols like this. And I'm like, all right. And he was like, go this way. He goes that way. And I was like, all right. He was like, if you're ever driving home drunk from a bar, keep that symbol straight and you'll be okay. And he got out and he passed me. And I was like, this dude's fucker. He just like immediately passed me. I was like, wow, that went the opposite of how I thought it would go.
He's like,
Thanks for the advice.
Get the fuck out of there.
But then afterwards I thought of it, I was like, wow, why would he think that I need that advice? But
Right.
obviously
I know you're kind. You guys are fucking partying all the time.
Right.
Just out of high school.
Guys.
Man, I know you're back for this is your last day.
But
back
yeah,
here, right?
I'm going home tomorrow.
Going home tomorrow.
Yeah, I came home sadly for a funeral for my uncle. Funeral services. So I didn't last time I was here, we had more time to plan to do shows and shit. This was kind of such a last minute thing that it was just like trying to come and get back. and get back before I got sick. Like every time I travel on the airplane, like I don't know if it's a change in temperature because it's not that wicked cold out here, you know. But I could feel it today. I could feel like the, which is fine. It just sucks that tomorrow, spending my day flying on a plane, feeling like that is gonna be the worst.
Yeah. Plus, you're around all these other nasty fucking people flying across country. You know,
on
at
the
least
flight,
you have a layover.
Yeah. Well, on the flight,
really stuck.
My
you know,
when I was flying in, and I flew into Dallas before I flew here. But that first flight, there were like 5 babies on the plane, and it was like the worst because they were just constantly crying. It was like, in my head, I was like, I got to make a movie called Baby Plane, like with like me and Pauly Shore and Sinbad's the
bring
captain.
Him back. Yeah, bring him Sinbad as the captain.
These
Soul
fucking
Plane.
Baby Plane
From the creator of Soul Plane, not Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart's assistant.
Kevin Hart could play a baby in the movie Baby Plane. He'd be like, stop that black baby. He's like, fuck y'all.
There's too many goddamn babies on this goddamn
I think
plane.
I wrote that. Yeah. I was writing about it. I think somebody used that as a comment.
Right.
The fucking snakes in the plane comment.
Baby plane.
Where
Honestly,
Facebook,
without fail, every single time I've flown, baby. You know?
Well, it sucks, I
Right
guess, to be
in
a
front of
baby
me,
flying,
too,
but you don't really know if you're a baby. You can't really blame the babies.
No, you can't. It's the change in pressure and stuff like that. You can be angry, like I'm a miserable prick, so I'm gonna be angry anyway. But yeah, you can't blame the fucking baby.
You know, the first flight was cool because like the stewardess was wicked cool, and she just kept giving me free drinks, probably because she knew like I was like babied out or something. I don't know. All right.
Babied out.
Look at this jar of weed. I just want all my friends back in California to know that there is good weed in Massachusetts. You just got to know the right people, you know?
It's medication at this point. You know what I mean?
Medication.
It's medication.
This is my medication. Yeah.
Did you watch Crown Jewel? I did not, Dave25. What's going on, man?
Dave,
What's going on, Josh? And everybody else joining us today. No, I did not watch Crown Jewel. I know that was WWE, dude. They actually went through with going to Saudi Arabia.
Right.
Even though whatever's going on over there, they cut some dude's head off and shit.
I'll tell you what, like I kind of fell out of watching it, but I will say this, that when I'm playing shows, I can feel like aside from music, those are the things I watched growing up that give you that like how to perform, you know what I mean? And when I think, what was that when I talked to you last about when I played the show with the midget wrestling?
Oh, right.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And now,
what was the name of that company?
Micro Championship.
Micro Championship Wrestling.
But I actually found another like local company that does it in San Diego. Like they just, you know, like regular size fighters, like their own amateur thing. And I actually shout out some emails to them before I left because I'm like trying to it's so exciting to just get in the show because
just follow them around. Get more gigs with them or something. Gigs.
No, well, the other company, like I definitely would like to, just because I can respect it. Like even like at a major level where it's one of the huger companies, like you start to, I can only imagine like me just jumping on the stage and like I'm getting older now, so I fuck up my knee here and there, so I can only imagine like what actually goes on to your body when wrestling. You know what I mean? Like whether it's planned out fights or not, that's still so physical, and it takes so much just to even make it awesome, you know? So you can imagine like some of the dudes that like, you know, you show the stuff that like Hogan, like he wrestled to how old? Like you imagine. Do you just puffing coming up the stairs? Bro. Right. You just had to catch your breath. So
barely.
Imagine.
Right. I know what you're saying. No, it would be fucking.
You'd be a good manager.
Even the guys that are old that come back, you don't see them doing much because they get winded real quick. Imagine running back and forth, hitting a rope, and then running back, hitting another rope, and then doing something else.
Do it,
you know, my cousin, he wants to be a professional wrestler, and he still thinks he could probably try out and make it or whatever.
Have you been training this whole time or doing anything?
No, you can't smoke
just
cigarettes.
Walk in there and
you cannot have been smoking cigarettes for 20 plus years and start wrestling.
I smoke cigarettes
You're
all the time,
fucking
and
delusional,
that fucks up
dude.
a lot. Like thankfully, like when we play shows, we got like all of us together, you know, the whole crew. So it's if I tried to like just do a live set by myself all night, like I would die probably on stage, which probably would be awesome as well. Because then they could weekend at Bernie's me at the next show.
Yeah.
Like lip sync, like a puppet, you know.
You know how people do that? Like I don't know. I've seen the fucking America's Got Talent where they tie the puppets to the fucking poles,
Right?
and they dance around. It's like Weekend at Bernie's.
They should just change that name. They should be like, yo, what the fuck can you do? What can you do? And like, because people literally, I'm gonna fucking eat all these Ricola and spit them out on stage. Just put me on TV. It's fucking madness.
Yeah.
You know? What can you do? You should do that once a week on your show. You'd be like, welcome back to What You Can Do.
What you can do is take that segment,
Yeah.
stick it.
I found this dude outside of this Chinese restaurant talking to himself through a radio with no batteries. Let's see what he can do.
Yeah, man, it wouldn't be hard, but you know what? They're kicking most of the homeless out of. Like, if you see crazy people on the street, they're kind of getting scooped up, and you don't see them anymore. You know, I don't see too many crazy people around here, at least. You know, I'm probably not in the right area.
No,
not in the
dude.
right area.
All I have to do is go to the 7-Eleven by my house, and I see like people
but
fucking
you're-
spun out on meth, acting crazy. It's
Yeah.
just, it's a scary thing.
Well, in Boston, they have the.
Good morning.
Yo, what's up, Killdozer?
I keep remembering to
middle-
look over
Midwest.
to this. Yeah, I never.
It's still the
Midwest,
AM
like-
for him.
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah, for here.
For some folks out west, it's what is it? Fucking 3 hours back. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been to Michigan a few times.
Tour. Yeah, you went out on a tour. Where'd you go? You went
to Michigan. I
No,
went
I
out
meant-
just to visit some friends.
No, I meant recently.
Oh yeah. Recently we went up like Utah, Salt Lake City,
Yeah.
like around the area, Arizona, up through like Montana, which is fucking so crazy. Cause like, I don't know if it's just where we are now or where I'm at in life, but everywhere like we've gone and traveled, like people just love us in the sense of like we're just really good people. You know what I mean? You learn, I guess, the older you get to just be awesome, especially when you're rolling into somebody else's town, or you're walking into a place to play, and you just don't want to like. It's like if I just walked right into your house, opened up your fridge, and grabbed something, you'd be like, "Yo, what? Like you're my boy, but don't do that," you know. You know, you learn to just fucking carry yourself, and the way you carry yourself like helps. And every place we've gone to, we've been asked back, or in every place we've gone, we're definitely left with fans that didn't expect it. And, you know, we kind of get always the same thing. I don't like rap, but blah blah blah. I like you guys, but
It's. I think people have a bad taste in their mouth with rap because these days it's mumble rap.
yeah.
That's kind of the face of hip hop now.
Well,
It's sad
how
because
crazy
even the
is-
pioneers of. Oh, sorry, I'll let you.
No, go ahead.
I'm gonna say even the pioneers of hip hop, and not even the pioneers, or even the guys from the '90s or whatever, Wu-Tang or whatever. They don't like this shit.
no.
You know,
But
but
how crazy is this? Fucking. So if you want to go back, and like not like I would ever put myself in league with like fucking some of the greats of hip hop, but when I started Coolin' the Smack with fucking Dave Wedge, that's all we did was like rap about drugs because that's what we were going through.
yeah.
But it was a different thing. It wasn't a glamorizing thing. So, and at the time, even like when we get signed, like people were like, "Well, love your energy, guys. Maybe you guys shouldn't be talking about this." Now, all these years later, every fucking song on the radio was like, "Xanax, Xanax, Xanax, Molly, Molly, Molly." You know, and it's,
You're absolutely right. No, it's fucking.
so I was like ahead of the game on that shit. But also, me and you, we're not fucking 20 years old. If me and you every day went out to a club and we were taking Xanax and drinking, the songs would probably make more sense to us. We'd be like, you know what? This is great because these new school rappers are not rapping, they're phrasing.
Right.
They're doing like hooks and phrases. They're not even doing whole songs. I'm just gonna say the same thing kind of over and over and over and over. And then it's great, and like I've made some like trap beats. My boy Big Mike on the label, I made him like some trap beats and shit. Like musically, I'm not against it. Lyrically,
Music, the beats are
The-
fucking
yeah.
fire. Like for a lot of these songs,
the
are
lyrics
crazy.
are fucking trash. But
Right.
at the same time,
Right.
dude, when you were like fucking 17, 18, 19, whatever you were listening to, there was somebody 10 years, 15 years older than you going, "Oh, what's that?" Or say when you got
Big
got
time.
into
Big
punk
time.
and shit,
Big
there
time.
was some older punk dude was like, "That's not punk. How dare you like
time.
Green Day or something?" you know, or whatever opened the door for
That
you.
sellout hot topic punk, yeah.
Yeah, but
I
whatever
know
got
exactly.
you into it opened the doors for you to find other bands. You know what I mean? Like, everybody finds that, like, first thing to that of a style of music that they like, and then you start to dig deeper. So
Right.
if you started listening to Green Day first, but then it opened the door and you went and found all these other amazing bands,
Right.
then it's great. You know what
There's
I mean?
nothing.
Like,
There's nowhere to go with the mumble rap.
when I started listening to hip hop, and it was like Run DMC, the Beastie Boys, but that opened the door to all these other bands that I found out about, all these other groups or MCs, and that kind of formulated my stuff. But honestly, I've always just gone back to, like, the Beastie Boys have always been such a major influence on me.
It doesn't have to be technical. It can be
Well,
basic. They're basic,
you know
but
what,
their beats kind of like are the technical shit. You
The
know.
thing about the Beastie Boys with me is they never had a problem being themselves. You know what I mean? And me growing up, like a mixed kid trying to figure out where I fit in with white kids and black kids, like hip hop helped me, you know. And now, later on in life, I'm fucking making a lot more like punk stuff, and you know, like I listen to like a lot of like Joy Division, which has been influencing a lot of the beats I've been making lately. Because to me, discovering this thing, even though they say like bands you've known that existed forever, I was just always over here in the hip hop world. So it's something exciting for me because I'm not excited by hip hop anymore. So finding all these bands, it's great for me to listen to Danzig. It's great for all this shit because even though it's always been around, I never cared about it.
It's
and
new
now
for
when
you.
I find it, it's
An
brand
album
new.
from the fucking 80s is brand
It's
new.
fucking,
yeah.
and it's
yeah.
exciting.
Yeah,
It's
and the
especially-
inspiration is endless, kind of. So that's really
and
cool.
With the Black Hesher shit, I can just jump around and just do anything I want, and
And that-
that's what I love.
Yeah, I'm kind of envious of being able to be that open-minded about my selection of music. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because like I don't just listen to punk anymore. It's like if I play guitar, it's a lot of like it'll be folk, country, whatever the fuck I'm playing.
So
I
like
don't know.
Country songs. Like,
It'll be
it's
however
weird.
if it's influenced, but at the same time, I mean, I'm not listening to. I still like punk music. You got to evolve. You got to evolve your. You know, not your style.
Well,
if you're a musician,
What if I
especially.
just started just
Yeah, you
freaking out,
can't just take
making me-
one thing for an influence if you're a
No,
musician.
just
If I was like, oh, hey, Rancid's my only influence in music, then I would sound exactly like
Right,
them, you
right.
know, and that would kind of be, you're kind of a poser at that point, you know? But I mean, if you can have hip hop as an influence and be like, oh, dude, this punk band's dope too, I think that's really cool.
No, and it just finding it's just such a different world in 2018 where anybody can look what we're doing right now. Anybody can just fucking get something out there to people. So it's good in
Well, I don't know about as good as this, but yeah, and I'm just.
it's good in one sense that now entertainment's almost like the wild west again. Like
Yeah.
you can make an album, you can get it out to people, you can make a movie, you can do a podcast, you can do anything you want, which is inspiring. But then there's so much shit out there that you gotta get and weed through it to get to the rad shit. But people
Yeah.
will find it, and it's funny because like I was you know at my sister's house for the thing for my uncle's fucking shit, right? And I'm talking to my nephew and like you know I came home like I showed him like the article in the magazine that we did and like fucking you know try to bring him to like the photo shoot to be like, hey, look, your uncle's doing some cool shit. Just more so to like kind of inspire him to you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
But he was like, yeah, that's cool, Fortnite. And I'm like, yo, you know what's funny is like me and you today, somebody could give us like $500,000
Right.
to make a fucking whole dope ass video, maybe short film, and we could put it up and like somebody could just put out a video of like a cat or like playing Fortnite and like and it would get way more views. It's crazy.
Yeah, you wasted
It's
all
so
your
crazy.
money. Yeah, your
It's
inheritance
so
is
crazy.
gone. Your
But-
inheritance, yeah, I'd get
But it's still, you know what I mean? I don't hate like on everything that comes after us because you kind of just learn and adapt. And like with me, it's funny because my sound didn't change to get to reach because I'm not no longer trying to make a song for some like 19-year-old kid to listen to. Like I've had some younger kids hit me up and like my stuff, but that's not my audience. So now my stuff has gotten the other way. Like all of a sudden it's gone from like a hip hop beat to like I'm making some weird Americana alt country songs. You know, like that's just where I'm at now. You know what I mean? Because it makes sense to me. You know, little backpack.
Oh, so yeah.
Little strap jack.
Tell us about your latest single, "The Little Backpack Man."
Well, everything I just said was bullshit.
And your name was
I
Ocean.
am now mumble rapping. My new rap name is Little Backpack.
Little backpack. Little backpack.
Or little or young.
You're
And I
on-
think that's like the new word for MC, right?
You're on tour with
Little this,
Static
little
Pulse.
Oh man, that was
You're on
Kurt's
tour-
band.
Yeah,
Oh
that's why I said-
shit!
That's why I said little backpack.
Oh my God.
That dude used to wear a backpack on stage.
Remember,
You
he used
remember?
to fucking.
He used
he
to
was
wear
like,
a little backpack
We
on
invented
stage.
hip rock, and we're like,
Hip
yo,
rock.
what's that? He was like, it's hip hop and rock. I'm like, yeah, okay. 20 years.
The
too
times,
late.
right?
Yeah.
That stuff is like what you see in LA. That's the stuff you have to compete with out there. You know, people
And-
like that think they're
Dude, I love
they're
Kurt.
the shit
Kurt
and they
was
take themselves
dope.
so
Like,
seriously.
Kurt
Great
was Kurt, not only was he awesome, always there
for
us,
sure. Yeah.
but he was a great drummer, and I know why he was doing it. Like he needed the drum, like
Yeah,
the dude was in like, but he always balanced something out with doing like that with like a band that was more meaningful. So he always balanced out. That's my dude.
Yeah, even if he's still doing, this guy's still doing music or whatever, but
No, he is.
that's cool. I mean, music like that was kind of funny. Just anyone that was trying to do hip hop and rock and roll that way.
He was signed for a while with that Faded Paper Plane, whatever.
Figures,
I know he's only recently toured. I
Yeah.
know he recently went to like South by Southwest. He's
Yeah.
still doing it. Like I give that dude props, man. That was
That's
our
somebody
dude out
that
there.
moved to California and hustled. You know what I mean? This
Yeah, but
this
he's
guy,
from DC too, so
he
he had
worked,
that fucking East
drum
Coast
shop,
mentality
for
in
sure.
him.
East Coast mentality.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
didn't go out there to be an actor, but to move out there and to be a successful entertainer in LA and live in LA for what? He's been out there for at least 10 years,
Yeah.
over 10 years.
Well, it's like anywhere you move,
know?
like if you can make it there at least 6 months, you're usually good. You know what I mean?
Even if you're not in
We
entertainment.
got some party people in the place to be.
Oh, yeah. No.
What's up, y'all?
We got a few people. Killdozer
Killdozer,
The man
that's
Sean,
from
he's the
Michigan.
shit.
Well, the Midwest.
from Midwest.
Killdozer, where you from? Compton.
Straight from... I told you I got stuck in Compton one night, right? Going to Redondo to hang out with the boys.
Why?
Yeah, so...
Were you on the blue line? or
Yeah,
something?
so I was
Oh,
taking
yeah.
the green line, the blue line to the green line, and
Yeah.
I missed the last green line at what is it, Imperial?
Yeah.
Something in Imperial.
Imperial Beach.
No, it was something. It was the last stop in the blue line
Oh, okay.
before I get onto
No,
the
Imperial
green.
Beach is San Diego. Why did I just confuse
In
this?
Wilmington, Imperial
Why
in
do I keep
Wilmington.
hitting this mic? I'm sorry.
You
I'm
could
starting
talk
to feel
it.
better though. Hey folks, I feel like shit from flying and then coming out here and everybody's just sick because it's not as warm as where I live.
Yeah.
And- but these Paps are really helping it. And I
It's
know
true.
this is a weed show. Let me tell you, Paps, they're about to give me a scholarship. Send me to college.
Hey, feel free. Feel free to drink and smoke, be merry. This next bong load is for
I know it's Monday
anybody
morning,
out
but
there.
hey, this is what we do.
It is
man.
Monday morning, but you know what? You don't have anything to do today, so you're on vacation as far as anyone else is considered. You know, it's
Right.
But I think it's pretty
Which is
badass
better-
that you are drinking at
Look,
1
which
o'clock
is
on a
better
Monday.
than about
I think
10
that's pretty
Which is
rad.
better than about 10 years ago when I ran into Jeremy and he looked at some terrible fucked up tattoo on me and he said, "That's okay. You're not going to do anything in life, you fucking little asshole." You remember saying that to me? Little jerk
What did I
face?
say?
You're like, "It's okay. You're not going to do anything in life."
That would never be
I had a
anything.
fucking, yes, it was. It was a long time ago.
That's
yes,
bullshit.
It was.
That's the most fucked up thing. I would never
Bro.
say anything like that. I'll own it if I did. I'm sorry if I did. I'm sorry if I did, but
Remember
that
when you
doesn't
were working
sound
at that
like me.
tattoo shop and you stole the kid's ID so you could buy liquor? See?
I wasn't 21 yet.
Your
right?
fan base doesn't know that I know his history.
Yeah, but that's over.
No,
like
no, it was
15
just
years ago.
dumb shit any kid would do. It wasn't bad.
I don't even know. I don't remember it. But you know what? I'll apologize.
It was you were working at Pins and Needles.
Okay.
And we were all crashing at the studio, and like the kid just happened. You didn't steal it.
Oh,
The kid-
stealing the
kid-
ID. Yeah,
the
I
kid
remember
just
doing
left it behind,
Yeah.
so you just took it and you're like, "Hey, he kind of looks like me. Maybe I can do something with this." And like, what were you really?
He was a
gonna do with it?
Caucasian. He was a Caucasian male. Yeah, close enough. Close enough in the city, right? So, I know. Hey, man, I'm far away from those things. My past
No,
crimes.
absolutely,
You
dude.
know,
No, you've
and trying
you don't
to
have like a lot of like a terrible past. You could probably run for like
city
mayor
council.
or something.
I don't know. There
I
might be
know.
some dick pics out there. Maybe they'll float and be like, "Oh yeah, we saved that to the cloud."
You are the mayor of the cloud now.
Yep. Oh no, like that. Yeah.
Where am I looking? I keep getting confused.
No, but I never.
This is a great setup. Like this. Is I'm really proud of you guys. Like, well, for you to keep it moving forward from what you guys started. But
I hear you.
I love the setup. It's so professional. I feel so like.
Well, the inspiration comes from that right there.
Weekend at Bernie's. Look at the outfits.
It's sad, right?
This dude's got purple chucks on. Like,
yeah.
I dig girls that wear purple chucks. Like, would you just be like, yeah, let me put on these purple chucks? Not in like a bad way, but like if he was gay, if he was like, hey, I'm gay, then that's all right. That's your style. But he's just rocking them like they're fresh, and they're not. What did you just drop? It's not even me. Welcome, Monday Morning Zoo. Hey, we're taking special requests.
WCLM Radio.
This is WKI9F. Third call in, you're going to get free tickets to the Taylor Swift hoedown. She'll be there without her shirt off and look like an 11-year-old boy.
Hey, so I heard you released another Halloween whammy, huh? Yeah.
Well, it's not so much a Halloween whammy. It's what happened is, like, look. You know, last time I talked to you, everything's good.
No, we can talk about Taylor Swift.
No, fuck. You know, I was with a different manager, and fucking, he was just fucking shit up. And when I left, some of the guys that he was also managing decided to come with me. Yeah. So we already had this buzz going. So all of a sudden, I had to create a new company out of thin air, and I really didn't want to bring back DRC because it had ran its course. Even though some of the cats from DRC are now with us at Cult Music, and it kind of just boom. So we had a couple songs kind of together. Everybody's trying to finish up their next album. So like the Halloween album, the Ichabod Cranium, was just throwing out some remixes, some other stuff, just to be like, here's something from us right now. Boom, free. And luckily that was like the week that the article came out in the San Diego Reader about us. And it's like I was saying earlier to you, I'm definitely in like the right city at the right time, because there's nothing like what we're doing in that city. It's a whole fucking crew, you know, like, but not just like, oh, here's a fucking crew of rappers or a crew of dudes who fucking make punk. It's like, it's so mixed up. There's nothing like what we're doing out there, because we can literally play anywhere, from a metal show to a fucking warehouse at like 4 a.m. or a fucking punk show or just straight hip-hop show. I'm like, fuck that, dude. We're the fucking dopest. I hope this goes viral. We're the fucking dopest shit in San Diego, because I spent 30 years of my life doing this. It's not like I'm just being a dick. Yeah. I've been putting in the work and in the skill, and like, fuck that, man. We just go out there to fucking cause mayhem and rock.
San Diego's not known for its big scenes, right? Like anyone listening from the West Coast or anyone that knows anything.
Like, there's some hip hop that's came out of there, like fucking Mitchie Slick. I think maybe J.L. Felony. I could be wrong. That Rob Stone kid, right? Fucking music, rock wise, like Rocket from the Crypt.
Right.
Fucking
but
shit like
mostly
that.
punk rock, right?
Yeah, but will we fit kind of like on every scene? It's just like, or if I have to fucking do a show at every fucking AM PM parking lot out there, I'll do it. I'll do an AM PM tour and just play it like 3 in the morning, and it'll be just crazy. But we're just like, we're blazing our own lane, because what else am I gonna do? Not do it, you know? I don't know if that makes any sense. It's Monday morning, and now I'm starting to get faded.
It's Monday morning, and it's time for the Jam Scam.
It's time for we're taking questions. Jeremy's over here dropping shit everywhere. He's not usually like this.
Drinks everywhere.
We're out of control this morning. We're giving out tickets to the Thanksgiving prom. That's where you smoke weed on Thanksgiving.
It would be funny to be sponsored, because I would have to shout out to like these stupid fucking companies.
But it'd be good to do it. Like, you would get into it. You'd be like, wait, when isn't Thanksgiving like is right around the corner?
Thanksgiving's I think the 4th or 3rd Friday or 3rd Thursday. And
did you ever think about having sex with a turkey? Like, would you?
A frozen one?
No, you'd have to warm it up or something. You don't want to. That'd be too cold. Like, how could you fuck a frozen turkey, dude? What are you, weird? What are you, a weirdo?
Heat that up. Don't they throw the gizzard and the fucking the heart and all the fucking organs in there? Shit, man. I know it's early out there. Anyone out there that's still watching, go ahead and fucking tweet this out.
Yeah,
if you want.
In the morning. All these kids. Oh, I feel bad for them. We're fucking up their day.
Yeah, we're fucking up their day, man. I'm showing
Josh
this
is in
out
class. Hey, you do good. Stay in school.
Later, man. Hey, thanks for coming out and fucking
just
rocking with
even
us.
for a couple minutes.
For a little bit.
That's awesome.
That kid's always loyal, man. He's a little younger musician.
So why don't you come have him be on the show with you?
They're from like other states and stuff.
Oh man, that would be so dope if you had a couple of these guys.
Yeah, there's no one local. No one local I can think of.
Yeah.
That doesn't
let's not
hate me.
Yeah, let's not go there. All right, who wants to hear stories about my last 24 hours of my life, because it was crazy.
I mean, this is your platform to say whatever you want to say. You know that, right? This is your promotional tour. Right. You're on this podcast and you're doing you're doing the Today Show tomorrow, right?
I'm doing the Today Show yesterday. Like I'm already on it.
You're on the
I just
Today
don't know
Show.
what I said.
You're on the Today Show.
Are you
yesterday.
kidding me?
Oh, okay.
Skip-a-derp-derp. But
And
yeah,
we're back,
man.
ladies and gentlemen.
So,
and we're gonna take a brief word from our sponsor. No, we're gonna take a brief 2-second interval.
what?
And we're gonna play.
Let me say this before I forget it,
No.
because we keep talking about the cult music and Black Hesher. November 5th, Jay Andrews' new album drops. It'll be everywhere. Fucking iTunes, fucking Google Play. Probably your mom's phone. Jay Andrews.
So
Cultmusic.com. Look that shit up. That's my dude.
This is the latest video you put out.
What are we playing?
This is your promotional clip.
That's a picture of me in the shower, bro.
Oh,
No, sorry.
all right.
Oh shit.
We'll be right back, folks. Check out this clip of our homie right here.
Yeah.
In your lap with Jack fucking shit.
Black Hesher, see you later, alligator.
Knowing damn well you're still a fucking zero. Fuck on your heroes that hope they get shot. I'll be getting drunk in the parking lot. To throw the empty bottles at some bitch ass cops. The body non-stop up and down the block. Fuck all your heroes that hope they get shot. I'll be getting drunk in the parking lot. To throw the empty bottles at some bitch ass cops. The body non-stop up and down the block. Fuck all your heroes that hope they get shot. I'll be getting drunk in the parking lot. To throw the empty bottles at some bitch ass cops. The body non-stop up and down the block. Fuck all your heroes that hope they get shot. I'll be getting drunk in the parking lot. To throw the empty bottles at some bitch ass cops. The body non-stop up and down the block.
See you later, alligator.
Hell yeah, dude, that was pretty cool. Who put that together for you?
Scott Santanato,
Nice,
Sando Films.
Nice,
He
man.
actually shot my very first video ever, like 2014. Now he's going on to fucking doing
Bigger and
videos.
better things.
Yeah, no, he's going to do all types of videos for all these legendary hip hop cats. Great acts in Boston. He's shot at like Recovery Fest, a fucking Hemp Fest. He does so much shit. It's just I can't even. Just Sando Films Productions. Look him up. He's the dude. Fact.
Make sure the thousands of listeners out there go ahead and do so.
No,
Fuck
dude,
yeah, man.
this shit, the replay value of this shit, that's where it's at, man. It's like Monday morning. We did
I
this at
had
the last minute.
I
on a
had your
Monday.
last video, "Fake Your Own Death." I played.
Yes.
We'll be playing that, but I love that video. That's an instrumental you did, right? Well, not an instrumental, but it's like it's not an instrument. It's just it's different than anything you've ever
I
done.
did the
Shut that door real quick.
I did the music, yeah. That's me. I listen to a lot of Joy Division. Like a lot of Joy Division. I listen to a lot of like Echo and the Bunnymen. I listen to a lot of the Church. A lot of early 80s new wave, like post-punk, that first wave of punk stuff. You know what I mean? And so that's kind of like what fucking influenced it. You know what I mean? And then just, I don't know, it's just how I felt at the time. I'm just fucking sick of always just making, like, I can't make an album full of, like, everything is just hip-hop anymore. I can't. But when I'm making all these other styles of music, I still approach it like I'm making a hip-hop record, if that makes any sense. I don't know.
No, it does, man. Like, at the same time, like, I'll probably try to play that at the end of the show. I don't know if I have the video popped up.
I'm going to eat a slice of pizza on air.
Are you?
Yeah,
We can do
I left the
ASMR.
downstairs.
If anyone wants to do some pizza ASMR, we
Dude.
can We can rock
Because
some
the
pizza.
pizza is just better out here.
You know,
Fact.
Pizza ASMR.
You know?
I was gonna.
Thankfully, some of the guys I make music with were able to come out in September and see, but we were rushing around, so we didn't get to see like everything. But I think Jay Andrew is actually going to be coming back with me, and I'm gonna have to come back in January.
Right.
So that will be dope.
And you played a show with Dirt Nasty when you were out here.
Yeah, that shit was fucking bananas.
Yeah.
Dope.
Does he have as big of a following out here?
For
anyone that doesn't know who I'm talking
think over
about,
time,
it's Simon Rex, the actor, Dirt Nasty,
I
works
think
with Mickey
it
Avalon.
used to be Mickey Avalon, but I think over time, like he's starting to kind of surpass him, even though they're like friends and a crew.
Right.
But it's like all chicks love them.
Right. It's
I don't know what it is.
it's kind of it's really driven towards that kind of club scene and
Right.
getting fucked up, and
yeah.
I noticed
well,
that.
them dudes were
I noticed
fucked
that.
up.
Yeah, I mean,
And,
he's funny as.
I mean, Dirt
funny
not
as
so
hell.
much as Mickey, and like we rocked it and we did what we needed to do, and I think it definitely helped us.
So did that get you did that get your foot in the door? Do you think to like, not necessarily
no,
to
I
play
mean-
more shows and stuff with him, but
I mean,
you think he'll actually remember that?
I
and
met
if you
Simon
need
Rex
another
when
show?
I
know.
originally I met him when like
Years
back
ago.
when in LA when I was like on the methadone clinic. I remember you actually living with me at the time when I first met him and talked to him. So I've run into that dude here and
Santa
there.
Monica Boulevard.
I've
No, Pico.
Yeah, like down that weird West
Pico.
LA thing. Remember I used to
Pico,
go like
yeah.
it was like right there, and then there was like that really fucking
West LA.
it was like
so
some
great.
weird shitty restaurant, but we would get shit there in the morning. I remember seeing Frankie Muniz one
it's
day,
a Mexican restaurant.
and he looked like Cranky Muniz. Remember when I was telling you? I was like, yo, I
God.
seen he was like
Cranky
he was with
Muniz.
like his mom, like Frankie Muniz. He was just like this,
Him and
sitting
his big
outside the
little head.
store, and
His
me,
little big head.
me and Lily were walking by, and we're like, look at him. And I'm like, yo, why is he so mad? He's like Cranky Muniz. Yeah, that's the thing about LA is like you'll see fucking people everywhere, and it's just like as long as you don't trip, because why should you? They're not like
Right.
fucking paying your bills or anything. Like who gives a fuck?
Who is that pimp? The guy that drives the green car, Don Juan. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, all right.
I
Go-
seen him when I lived on like it was like Pico and La Cienega or something like that, and I seen him there. I seen that the little person, the black dude that was in fucking Bad Santa.
Yeah,
I'm
all
talking
right.
about?
Yeah.
I seen him too. He
Dude,
was driving a Cadillac.
Remember
too.
when you not to cut you off? Remember you met homeboy from at the library from fucking like Orgasmo and shit, like their boy.
Oh, the short guy, dude.
Yeah.
It was so crazy. We could
gave-
talk about how many weird celebrities we've met and like just had conversations with. It's not even to brag either. It's just like
it's
how
just dumb. It's so
how
dumb.
LA
That's why
is-
we're talking about it.
it's the actors that aren't A-list actors. Obviously, they're
No,
kind of
like,
they've done their work and
it's-
they're kind of just laying low now.
It's just like when I went to like
mixing in with people like
Thanksgiving
us, you know.
at Danny Bonaducci's house. That, like, was
right,
so,
right, and that's a
it was
fact,
just-
people.
It was
That's
just
a
so.
god honest truth.
It was just such a surreal moment, and the funniest thing was like, it was like me and Lily, and I remember going over there, and he lived right on the corner there, Fulla and fucking
Don't get out, man.
Oh shit! Welcome, Jay Andrew. Sorry
Yes.
to interrupt you, man. Welcome to the channel, man. Thank you for subscribing.
So remember that big like, there was like the radio station was across the street that he was on with like Adam Carolla and shit, and he had bought this like apartment complex across the street. He lived at the top, but he rented out still the people, and it was the funniest thing. And it was like, so we go to the liquor store, and like I don't even think he gave a fuck about me. Like he was trying to get like Lily to hang out with his girlfriend or whatever.
Yeah. Just positive girl. And
Yeah, and I was just
fuck
drinking.
this dude, man. Fuck. I met him.
But he was
I met him.
super cool. Yeah, he was
his
super cool.
cowboy boots.
So yes. So we go to that liquor store, right? Remember what the liquor store where that Elvis is in front of it?
Yeah, on
Right,
Hollywood
the
Boulevard.
yeah. So I was fucking drinking Mad Steel Reserve, right? So he's like, "You guys like go get what you want." So I fucking go to the back, and I got 140 of Steel Reserve, and I put it on the counter, and he looks at me.
This guy's hardcore.
No, and he's like, "That's all you want?" I was like, "Oh, and a pack of cigarettes." And he's like, he looks at me, he's like, "You know, I'm rich. Like, you can have anything you want." So
No,
basically,
he didn't say this.
no,
he
he
didn't
did.
give you
No,
the
no,
run of the store.
no, he did. Listen,
Yeah.
what he was saying was, "You don't have to buy the shitty beer. I'll buy you a better beer."
Right. I'll buy
That's
you
what
fucking
he was nicely trying to
champagne
say.
if you want it. Yeah.
So when he said that, like, you can have anything you want, I was like, "Oh, really?"
Mhm.
I was like, "All right." And I went back And then I came back up with another 40 of steel reserve and put it up.
Like,
He was
bro,
like,
it's that high gravity. You can't
No,
fuck
but
with the high
he was
gravity,
like,
man.
you don't care. And then like when we go out of there, so that store, that remember like the Starbucks is there.
Yeah.
So instead of going up to his house, we went. You know how like all right, so then you cross right there, and then there was that pawn shop and like whatever the alleyway.
Yep.
We just went in the alley, and I was
Right
drinking
off
the
Vine.
40, and then he finally was like, "Yo, give me some of that 40." And that's what made him cool because he was drinking a 40 with me in a
Right.
back alley.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Not because of who he was,
Right.
you know. And I think that's why he like chilling with us because
My-
we could never ask him for anything. Like, it wasn't like, yeah, get me on your fucking Partridge Family or
Right.
some shit. No.
And that's the funny thing. And just being yourself out there, that's what's going to attract. Like, be trying to be a fucking celebrity out there. It's just, if you're trying way too hard to be something you're not, it's not going to happen for
Why
you.
would you
out
wanna
there.
be, dude?
You know,
Like-
I'm not. When I moved out there, nothing was my intention. I just moved out there to move out there, dude, to get a fucking experience. I ain't trying to be no fucking Jimmy Fallon or anything.
Right.
You know, my goal is
here
to
you
host
are.
the Tonight
You're
Show in
about to
5
be.
years. Now here I am,
Hey,
2,000
Monday
miles
mornings
back.
with Jeremy Nichols.
Monday
We're
mornings
fucking
on WCLM
making bad
Radio.
decisions. It's
Time to get baked with WCLM.
ladies and gentlemen.
That's
it is
right.
1:33 East Coast time,
Yep. Eastern
and I'm already
specific.
fucking drinking beers.
It's Eastern
But
specific.
I feel better. I feel like my cold has gone away.
It's you're drinking that low gravity beer.
Probably.
It's not the high gravity shit, man.
It's fucking Pabst. It's my trash beer.
You know?
They should just call it trash beer in that logo. It'd be like
No.
trash beer.
The tall boys of that, I remember just going to bars everywhere.
But I drink
when I did
I was
drink,
drinking
you
the
can-
tall boys so much. So like my friends back home will tell you like that's why I always have like so many cans. Like because I'm used to like holding it like this. Because
Yeah.
then I'm like I'll finish this one and then I have this
Yeah.
one and it's a tall can and yeah.
You should just tape them together, right? But one upside
Can we?
down.
On the
No,
episode,
the
can
other
we show you
other
how to
way.
do this here?
No, the other way. So see, this is
Is
unopened,
Jay
right?
watching? Jay, are you watching?
Hey, wait,
This
whoa,
is
whoa,
really good
There's
weed.
weed. There's weed on top, dude.
Oh.
Watch out. So look at you. Just be careful. You have to tape it like that. So when you're done with this, you just flip it over,
Oh, okay.
crack this, but this would leak everywhere.
But that's like
See
a,
what I'm saying?
yeah, that's like a terrible MacGyver. Like terrible MacGyver. Let's
Yeah.
try to do this.
Hey, do you see fucking porcelain on my floors? Do you see porcelain
This
fucking?
is a really nice rug though, bro.
Is it?
It's a really nice
It's
rug.
Amazon Prime right there. That's Amazon Basics.
Well, that's a really nice plug.
For those of you looking for a new rug to furnish your home, go to Amazon.com/rugs
If you want to
and
put
use
it in your
promo
parlor.
code BAKED.
That's something my grandmother would have in a parlor. Go
Her
socks. That's in the parlor, kid.
Or fucking
Go
parlor.
socks.
You fucking. I guarantee you snuck your fingers in her pocketbook too while you're in a parlor. You fucking
Go
snake.
did, bro.
Fucking taking mints out of her candy dish and shit. Yeah.
My grandmother got me this hoodie at my confirmation.
That's such a Catholic. That's such. That's like I remember growing up. Like that's like a Boston thing. It's like my confirmation. Like motherfucker.
My
What's this?
grandmother gave me $200 for my confirmation,
Yeah.
but it's in a check.
My bar
so can you
mitzvah.
fund me this
Yeah.
eighth of weed until I can cash it?
Remember all these white kids I'd be going to school with.
Dude, I got kicked out of
Kick
CCD.
checks for not my birthday. This like I turned this. My
I
kids in here.
literally got kicked out of CCD from St. Edwards when I was in 6th grade.
Yeah.
For bringing
CCD.
for
See?
bringing a hustler to class.
That's why you got kicked out of there.
Yeah.
You know?
It was fucking 1986. A hustler, dude.
Oh, so
that
that
was
had
like,
the bush.
yeah.
So
that
you
had
brought
the
an offensive
everything.
hustler.
I just found it in the woods. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't buy it. I was in 6th grade. I like found like a stack behind Raymond School in those woods.
Those
in
are the
back
creepy
there.
days of Brockton,
Yeah,
bro.
dude. There was some. Of course, I'm gonna pick it up. I'm like,
Dangerous.
yes, this is like. It was like I found a fucking pirate. I just found buried treasure of fucking vaginas.
I would have done
Does
the
that
same
make
thing.
sense? Yeah.
I think I found myself some porno mags in the woods, brought them home, you know. Just had to blow dry them, take mom's blow dryer. You know, throw it under the bed. You got to dry each section every night. You're just like, all right, this
Right.
section's dry. I get that. And then, no, I'm not, that never happened. I'm just saying, if anyone's coming across.
Some pizza.
That's something you don't see, though, is like kids nowadays are going to come across. Yeah, they're not gonna come across Dad's magazines. They're gonna come across Dad's like history
Blogging.
that he didn't
Yeah.
fucking erase, like from mom.
The
you know,
funny
like,
thing is, like, anytime
that's
you go to
fucked
like
up.
a liquor store or some shit, you'll see like in the corner like fucking over 40 magazines or some shit.
Over
and you're like,
40.
who's still buying this shit?
Right.
Because it is so free on the internet.
It's weird, yeah. Well, that's why Playboy almost fucking hit the shit. You know, they weren't doing nudity for a while too. So how dare they?
But you know,
not show breasts
surprisingly, with
for a
even though
while.
there's so much fucking free shit on the internet, we're in a day and age where like the payout on Pornhub is more than the payout on Spotify, and that's fucking ridiculous. You know what I mean?
I've heard
Or
that.
Apple Music, or iTunes, or any of that shit.
I've heard.
I'm about to drop my new album on 8-track exclusively on just like an 8-track tape.
There are factories that still produce cassettes and records.
No,
Why not
cassettes
8-track?
are booming like again. Like I've seen a lot of. I was at this music panel last weekend, and they were talking about how vinyl and cassettes are really making a comeback and shit.
Well, they have not. It's
They
not.
do like a limited edition thing or something. You know,
Yeah. No, it's good to. You're
let's
not
play
going to
a
be doing
video so I can take a piss.
Play a video so you can take a piss.
Look.
In your left with Jack fucking shit.
Black Hesher, see you later, alligator.
Knowing damn well you're still a fucking zero. Fuck on your heroes and hope they get shot. I'll be getting drunk in the parking lot. To throw the empty bottles is a bitch.
What? 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 I can hear you. I said I can hear you. What? Hello? Are they still there?
You ever watch that Zach Morris's Trash?
Zach Morris is trash. Yeah,
Yeah, I just
funny
missed
or
the
not.
newest one.
I would love to watch it. You can throw it on. Yeah, we. Hey. Hey.
Welcome back to another episode of Coffee with a Roach, the Lazy Sodcast. On this episode, I sit with
I know. I let you in. Watch out.
Those motherfuckers gonna eat pizza live on my podcast. Hey,
Why
that's
not?
cool. Eat your lunch. Do what you gotta do.
Have some pizza.
Just as long. Hey, get out of here, Larry Stevens.
Hey, it's pizza time.
It's pizza time. It's rad time. You know, I've had pizza like five fucking days in a row. I feel like, but I love pizza so much.
I want to take it on you, but no. Eat it.
Gotta hit up the wife while I'm doing this. Look at how big that piece of pizza is. Look at how big that is. I saw them add the pepperonis. That wasn't a pepperoni pizza. They were just like, yeah, take that
Let's
pizza.
go down there.
They took that cheese and they threw those fucking
Whatever.
that shoe heel and they threw them on there. We're just gonna zoom in on you eating that pizza. No, but
No, I just
what
need
the
a
fuck
couple
is that
bites.
sound?
Somebody's doing yard work outside. Yard work outside, bro. What? Guys are.
I'm sorry for anyone that can hear that, but hey, I can't
Look,
do anything about
this
it.
isn't
Hey,
a
shut that
venture
door.
today.
Can you
Yeah.
Shut that door.
Alright, turn.
Whatever.
Whatever. Now you're stuck in here with us forever.
Either way. Sorry about that, folks. We had some dog
We're back!
difficulties. So
Yeah.
We're back. We're back here.
This is WKO
No, eat your lunch. I'll finish the sub that I have up there too, and we'll just
Let's
eat.
just eat.
Everyone
on
will just
air.
watch us eat, you know, and just
Everybody's
watch us.
hungry. Grab something at home. Join in. Like, let's all eat together
It's brunch with Clambaked.
across America. Cause America.
Lunch across America.
What? Really?
And we're gonna all look up at the sky together and
yeah.
say, "Hey, we're looking at the same clouds at the same time. Can you see that cloud together?" We're gonna. Oh man, let's turn your mic.
I said
all the
that
way
too.
up. That's some great ASMR.
You never believed me, so I just sit.
This is some great. This
Blah.
is some great stuff right here. No,
Dude, I'm glad to hang out with you guys.
no, I don't give a fuck, man.
You know?
This was last minute anyway. I'm
Monday
actually I'm
morning-
happy I get to see you. Hey, what the fuck, man? We just threw it up on here live, and for anybody watching right now,
We love
hey,
you.
yeah, man, fucking, you are the shit. Go ahead if you're new to the channel and haven't already, check out the Twitter. It's at Clambaked Show. Go ahead and hit me up on there. You know what I mean? And if you're having a good time, haven't already, go ahead and boom.
I'm having a great time.
Hit that fucking subscribe button, click the bell.
This is the
You know,
most
let you know
mellow-
next time I go live, upload anything on here on this motherfucking thing. And
This is
you know. Other than that, we're going to the Packy later to get you more beer,
Oh, absolutely.
right?
Oh, absolutely.
You know.
I stopped by
you-
the Packy.
Is that something you're not
They don't say that out west.
Obviously.
They call them liquor stores.
Obviously.
Or whatever.
No, they don't even call them
They don't
liquor
call it
stores.
corner store.
It's called like a
There's no
retrieval
corner
center.
store. There's no
Yeah.
Packy.
Yeah. I don't know. It's interesting that don't listen to you. Hey, come on.
Wait. Hey, we're back. We're taking questions now. Anything you want to know about Jeremy that you might think
Now we'll
you
take
don't
your
wanna
call.
know,
617.
I'll tell you.
617-237-6249. That's the Skype. If you're already
If you've been watching
One
for-
of the
if you've
contacts,
been
go ahead and
watching the
give us a
show
call.
for a long time, you already know Jeremy seen my penis by accident.
it's true. That's
That's a
was
story that we will
That
get
was a
to
meme.
later.
That was a meme. And you were 3,000 miles away when you told me that.
Oh, it's great.
So now that we're in the same room,
What was
I'm
it?
A little bit
I saw
uncomfortable.
it. What were we saying?
No, you
about?
left your computer. Listen, you were sending a dick pic.
Yeah, and my computer was open in my room.
You were sending a dick pic to a girl,
then it
and
popped
your
up.
computer was open, and I looked to my right,
And you just seen
and
it.
your dick
And
is
you're
just
scarred
fucking,
for
hey-oh! And I
Scott
just,
for life.
and I just turned to my left, and you're like, hey, buddy! Hey, buddy! Walking out of the bathroom right now, because that was a fresh dick pic I just took.
You were Scott
You
for life.
fucking perv.
You know what
And
to
then
do.
and then he fucking brings it up 10 years later, for Christ's sakes. Now, you know,
It
it's
was
like,
just like an unspoken. It was one of those
you know, that's
quiet,
fucked up.
shared moments. Like it was an unspoken thing. You know, sometimes you just.
You fucking
I don't know.
guy. I can't believe you. You know.
So what are you smoking here? Tell the people. What is this?
I'm smoking American Spirit Docks.
No.
No, I have no idea what that is.
Just make a name up for it.
What is that?
It's the. This is the shit that Tom DeLonge from Blink 182 smoked before he believed in aliens. Say it ain't so. I saw a UFO. It beat my band up, and now I'm all alone. Na 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 na.
That's a band that didn't really make it through the times, right? They're still together,
Bro,
but
I'm
they've-
not gonna front,
you
dude.
know.
I listened to a lot of Blink 182 and Something 41 lately.
Oh really?
In the crafting of some of the beats I've been making, and I don't know why. You can make in front of me for it, but my boy Andrew has been on the as well as Van Brando have been on the San Diego music scene longer than I have, and Jay actually was in like a rock band. You know, he was like singing for "What Up, Yo, What Up."
That fucking dog. That's what you get for not training your dog, man.
Ah.
So yeah, go
Ah.
on with your story.
So, yeah, he had turned me on to that documentary, the San Diego music documentary. It kind of talked about like the history of all the bands and all the bands that were starting to blow up. But I think the next time they make that documentary, we'll definitely be on it.
Yeah.
Whether we Yeah, so he's doing fucking this radio show in Ventura on FM radio. So I'm sending some like radio versions of songs from the new Hesher album, and I only had to edit like one of the songs. And I'm like, how far have I come? Where like I thought I had to edit all this shit out, and I really the songs I'm gonna send him didn't have swears in them anyways. I'm like, wow, I'm fucking really changing here. Oh shit. But I guess because like a lot
Peace
of the records,
out, Sean.
like a lot about fucking relationships, shit like that.
That's interesting to
Let me-
hear that.
Get some more people.
So have you been to Sombrero Burritos out in San Diego?
No, because there's so many better Mexican places.
Yeah.
I've been there the last time I was there when I lived in Rancho Bernardo, which was closer to where those cats grew up, like more inland. But yeah, there's so many other dope ass Mexican spots
Open that
that
door
like
again,
I think
sorry.
it's changed over time.
You open that door again.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Something down there. So do you see like the surf culture? Obviously, anyone from West Coast doesn't give a shit about hearing about surfing and stuff. But
Yeah, I see it. I don't surf currently at this time of my life, but this shit's out there every fucking day. You know what I mean? People grew up around it. People do it not just as a sport, but as almost like a way meditation. You know what I mean?
Would you get out there and surf or what?
Yeah, I would if I fucking wasn't so fucking lazy, dude.
I'll tell you,
I'm just a lazy piece of
dude,
shit.
I'm scared to death of fucking sharks. You would never catch me in the ocean.
You have a
ever
better
again.
chance of hitting the fucking Mega Millions than you do.
No
getting
way, man.
bit by
There's
a
great
shark.
whites out there. Ventura,
Really.
fucking.
I know that's where they live, but bro, like you have a better chance of hitting the lottery than you do getting bit by a shark. Period.
I guess, right? Run out of here pretty soon.
Yeah, fucking.
We'll still hang out, but we're
no,
gonna
no,
end
no.
the podcast. We've been running at an
fucking-
hour.
It's fucking cultmusic.com. That's muzic.com. Facebook, Black Hesher. Twitter, Black Hesher. Just Google Black Hesher. You're gonna find me. Instagram, King Shem Music. Twitter @ShemrockChrist. Yeah, just find me. Just
You're the
Google me,
man.
man.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming by, dude. I'm very happy.
I'll read episodes of what's on the TV guide to you.
I'm very happy you came in, and you're a man of your word. Even though
What if I had pizza lips? I got pizza lips made out of pizza. They call me Pizza Lip. What's up, jabroni?
if it was a full slice, it would look better. But no, it was good to have you here, man.
No,
and,
thanks for having me, man.
Of course, and the man behind the music that we've been playing quite often here, and we're gonna play a little outro. What song we got here? I'm gonna play a random song. I'm gonna pick out a song from the Black Hesher collection that I like that you guys should go check out. This is from the Johnny Lawrence
This is a remix
EP.
of-
This is Skeletons. I like the
Skeletons
original
remix.
version.
This is like that beach party dance version. It's like if we did Skeletons in the 50s.
All right, folks. Yeah, go ahead, like, subscribe. If you had a good time tonight, fucking, if you had a bad time, go ahead and tell me in the comments below, man. I need some morale boosting. I'm just kidding. And until we meet again, folks, good journey.
Yes.
All my skeletons out the closet. Pour another shot and light some more shit. Fuck up the electric chair and hit the switch. I'm a strobe light, pip light, still a bitch. Sun rises in the east, sets west into the ocean. Lightning strikes to get bottled like emotions. They either hate me or pray for my demotion, or worship me with all their love and devotion. Skeletons in your closet.